As you guys know, I'm an 80s baby and 90s baby. Okay, I was born in 1980, bro. And back then, technology wasn't as advanced as it is today. You feel what I'm saying? Every single year, every single year that goes by, man, technology keeps getting more advanced and more advanced. But back in the 80s, bro, everything was so simple, bro. You know, you didn't have all this fucking Tinder and Bumble. You feel what I'm saying? Early 2000s coming around, that's when the dating sites start popping up, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And you want me to let you know how it was before the dating sites and stuff like that? Cause I got knowledge on that, man. You know, I'm like 45 years old, so I remember when there was no fucking dating sites. There was no Tinder, there was no Bumble, there was no Playing Fish, there was none of that shit, bro. So I'm the guy that you go to, bro. Uncle Kelcat. You know, a motherfucker that remember when things were simple. You know, dating was a lot easier back then, bro, because women didn't have access to like Tinder, Bumble, Play a Fish. You know what I'm saying? All these dating websites, bro. They didn't have access to that, bro. So they was more likely to be in a serious relationship with a man and stay with a man. You feel what I'm saying? You know, it wasn't like nowadays where women can like get online and replace you at the drop of a dime. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, it wasn't like that back in the day, but women were more faithful and loyal to their boyfriend or their husband, you know, because they didn't have all the options that they have right now with all this technology that's really going on right now. They didn't have it. What's up with it? What's up with it, Jess or Josh? What's up with it, Josh? You know, what's up with it, Josh? I'm just saying, like, look, bro, it wasn't all this Tinder and Bumble shit back in the day, bro. There was real love back in like the 80s, bro. The 90s, real love. Okay, back when people was loving each other, back when people was having more kids. Nowadays, it's all about the money, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's all about the money. All about the money nowadays. There was real love, real companionship. People were like likely to stay married. They were more likely to stay married. And somebody came around to my channel and said like, you know, Denzel Washington, he ain't messing with no young female. He been married for 40 years. Nigga, don't you know he had an affair? Okay, with a younger woman. Okay, shut the fuck up. Before you come around my channel. So it wasn't there. So it wasn't. There was no Tinder. There was no Bumble. You know, the only thing would you would like when I was young. I remember the only thing that you would get on the internet for was like video games that were very simple. You know, like Pitfall or Space Invaders or the internet like Yahoo News or Hotmail, right? That's the only thing you would get up on the internet for, or to write a letter. Okay, that's the only thing you would get up on the internet for, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So back in the day, It was real love. It was real companionship, man. People stayed together longer. People got married more. It's all this technology and this bullshit. This technology and internet bullshit is destroying relationships and marriages, bro. I blame it on technology, bro. Because before all this bullshit, bro, man, we had real love out here, bro. People were getting married and having children more back before Tinder and Bumble and Plenty of Fish and all these other fucking dumbass, you know, websites. Before Tinder and Bumble and Plenty of Fish, we had way more connections. We had good connections. You was able to get a woman easier back in before Tinder and Bumble, before all these dating websites. You was able to get access to sex easier, okay? You know, it's just the fact that men are so hungry for money and power that they're willing to fucking destroy society in the process of that. You feel what I'm saying? Feel what I'm saying? You know, you know. What I'm saying is like, bruh, before technology. Okay, hey Josh, bro, you gotta stay on topic, bro. We're talking about the 80s and the 90s, bro. We're talking about when things were a lot simple. You know, when things were a lot more simple. You gotta stay on topic, bro. If not, I'm gonna fucking block you, bro. You talking about some other stuff. I'm talking about the 80s and 90s, bro. You coming in here trying to change the subject, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You trying to be coming up in here, you know, trying to change the subject. I'm talking about the way things were before technology got advanced. You know, it advanced like it is right now. It wasn't like that back in the day, bro. It wasn't like that back in the day, like you think. Dating was not hard back in the day. It wasn't complicated. Women didn't have access to no internet. The internet was very simple when it first appeared. I remember when the internet first appeared, bro. How you gonna get in here and argue with me, bro? When I'm trying to tell you, and I'm trying to spit game and some fucking truth and some knowledge about what happened, you know, before it got super advanced with technology. What's up with it, man? The internet made things more difficult, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I was a very young boy. I remember I used to get on Apple Computer, and I remember like just playing simple video games like Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Pitfall. All right, you had all these simple games. Graphics wasn't even like as strong as they are today, bro. Like when you think about like old school video games, you think about like Pac-Man graphics. You feel what I'm saying? And I used to play Pac-Man on the Apple computer when I was younger, and I used to play Pac-Man at the arcade. You feel what I'm saying? Arcades was in style back in the day. You know, you could go to an arcade and fucking put quarters into the machine and play a video game, shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? And as the years went by, bro, technology kept getting more and more and more advanced, bro, and dating kept getting harder and harder and harder as the time go by. Now, Plenty of Fish popped out of nowhere. Uh, Plenty of Fish popped out of nowhere, you know, back in the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? That's when Plenty of Fish started coming around. And then we had all these other dating websites start popping up, you know what I'm saying, That's when dating started getting more complicated for the average man and people around. Let me tell you something. Like before dating, before the websites like Tinder and Bumble, you was able to get your face match with ease, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You was able to approach women on the streets, bro, and holler at them and get their number and talk to them on the phone for hours. Okay, we had the only way we could communicate is through the phone, bro. We didn't have all this goddamn Facebook, and Play a Fish and Bumble and Tinder. We didn't have all that shit, bro. The way we talk to females was through the phone, bro. And the conversation would last for hours. We'd be on the phone for 2 or 3 hours talking to a female that we like. We didn't have all this fucking like technology that's going on today. That's why things are all fucked up and screwed up right now. It's because the way technology has advanced, man. You feel what I'm saying? Cause so motherfuckers are so goddamn hungry for money and power that they're willing to fuck up society in the process. Nah, man. Women back in the day, bro. Let me tell you something real quick, cause I'm an OG in the game, and I remember how things were before Tinder, Bumble, Plenty of Fish, before all those fucking dating websites appeared. Okay, you gotta sit back and you gotta listen to the motherfucking OG that been through this shit. You see what I'm saying? Sit back and listen, Josh, because I can tell that you're a young dude and you don't understand what I'm talking about, bro. It wasn't, um, it wasn't complicated back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? Um, Dating wasn't complicated. You know, it wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? You would like hook up with a female, have sex with her, talk on the phone for hours. Okay? We had like back in the day, bro, I remember when there was no cell phones. We had land phones, bro. Mine phones. With the dial that you you turn around, you stick your finger in, and then you move it to you know what I'm saying? It's like we had that, bro. Nigga, when I was younger, I had a football phone, bro. A landmine phone that was a football. I had to like dial and push the buttons on it. You know what I'm saying? To like the we had buttons, bro. We didn't have like touch screen, bro. That was unheard of back in the 80s and 90s, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I had to like yeah, it's stormy right now, man. It ain't raining right now, man, but we got stormy weather. It's cold. Okay. Let's get out of here. We didn't have all this technology where women could use, and be picky and choosy and shit. Once the technology start to advance and Tinder and Bumble start to appear, that's when you start seeing the more pickiness of the females. The females that were picky and choosy, and had all these options. You know what I'm saying? So when you got it's cold out here, motherfucker. When women got a lot more options at their fingertips, they tend to be more picky about who they deal with. Back in the day, before the dating app, they wasn't picky. If you was decent looking and you was average, that was good enough for her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hell, there was no like mass shootings back in the 80s, man. I mean, there was a few, but it wasn't like it is right now. Because motherfuckers going crazy because they lonely. You saw all the incel mass shootings. It's because motherfuckers ain't getting coochie like they want to. Back in the day, a sub-5 man could find a sub-5 woman with ease. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. But nowadays, you got women wanting to date up. You got women who want to date men who are average, like sub-5 women. Women who are below average looking. They checking for average looking dudes. They taking a step up. They want to step up. They want to date up. They want to date above themselves. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't have all this. They didn't have all this fucking entitlement going on. It's fucking windy, motherfucker, and it's cold. So I miss the 80s and the 90s, bro. We had so much, bro. We were simple. Everything was simple. It wasn't nothing too complicated. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was complicated. Everything was simple. It was simple, bro. Everything nowadays is very complex. You feel what I'm saying? Hell, we had cars that didn't have no computers in them. Nowadays, they got cars that got computers in them, bro. Like GPS and shit like that. We didn't have that back in the day, bro. The cars we had was just all car, bro. Like the 80s cars and the 90s cars, it was all car. And the only thing that was computer related was a stereo where you could bump your music. You feel what I'm saying? You had a CD player in your car, bro. CD-ROM started getting more popular in the early 90s and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, nah, man. It's not like what it used to be. You know? It ain't like what it used to be, bro. It was so simple, bro. Everything was out. You could find love easy, man, and hold on to a woman for a long period of time, man. Now, because social media, it has made dating harder for men, but easier for women. You feel what I'm saying? Harder for men, but easier for women. How is that making any goddamn sense, bro? You tell me. You tell me. You tell me, bro. Like, how is it making it easier for like people, men? How about that? How is it making it easier for men? Because as technology keeps growing, bro, I keep struggling more. You know? So you got like all these like dating apps that popped up in the 2000 like around 2010 and 2012. Motherfuckers started struggling, man. The moment them dating sites started popping up, bro, motherfuckers started struggling getting their face matched. They gotta settle for like women that's below them and shit like that. The struggle started after the dating apps started, bro. Back in the 80s and 90s, there was no dating apps, bro. You had to go out to a bar and club to meet a woman, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And women had to go out to bars to meet men. They had to. Bars and clubs were packed. Even in the early 2000s, bro. Around 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. The bars and clubs were packed. with beautiful women, with dudes trying to get laid, and you got laid a lot more. You got laid off a lot more often, bro. You got laid more often, right? Because the woman, she had to go with her best option of the night. She didn't have to, get on Tinder and Bumble, plenty of fish to get, after the club to get a better option. You feel what I'm saying? So everything was a lot more hands-on. You feel what I'm saying? Everything was a lot more hands-on, and you could just straight up just do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And don't have to worry about a woman ghosting you and shit like that. The term ghosting came from dating. All the women just disappearing just right before your eyes, man. You feel what I'm saying? Right before your eyes, women are disappearing because they got more options than you. I didn't have all that ghosting shit going on back in my era, bro. I didn't. Even when I was dealing with women like the retarded son that had a retarded son, the female that had a retarded son, she had options. If I made one false move, she would fucking ghost me and didn't want to deal with me no more. I was like, what? Come on, man, because I didn't want to fucking do as you say do or go your own way and shit like that. Nah, everything was a lot more simple back in the 80s and 90s, bro. I'm telling you, I remember. I totally remember. So I remember it was a lot more simple back in the day. I gotta go get some water, man. We gotta get water. We gotta get water in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Things were a lot more simple, and it wasn't too complex. Relationships lasted longer, marriages lasted longer. People had more babies, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everything was a lot more cheaper too. When you think about candy bars today, you think about $2.50 or $3. Man, back in the day, in the 80s, when as I remember, a Snickers was 55 cents, bro. For real. I remember it being 55 cents in the 80s, bro. And I used to go to the store with 55 cents in my pocket just so I could get me a Snickers. It was 55 cents, okay? And then you had watermelon. Watermelon was $1, okay? Everything was cheaper, more affordable. Rent was $1,200? Maybe $1,000 at cheapest. You know what I'm saying? At the cheapest, rent was $1,000. So nah, it was so totally simple. Man, you go to the store, candy was super cheap. Johnny apple seeds, red cherries, the cherry clan candy, okay, sunflower seeds, everything was ultra cheap, bro. Bro, you can get a job, back in the 80s, you can get a job and pay your rent. And have a, you know what I'm saying? Like a low paying job. Like working at Costco well, Costco didn't come until later. I say working at Montgomery Ward or some shit, or working at Macy's, you can pay your rent just like that on a lower paying job. Everything was a lot more simple, bro. Nowadays, bro, everything's getting more advanced. So things are becoming more complicated for a lot of people. They don't know how to adjust to these fucking days and times, man. You know what I'm saying? We had love songs all the time on the radio, bro. We had Drew Hill, Boys to Men. You know, that group Next, okay? The group Next, and then we had, you know, 112. We had so many like boy band groups that was always singing about love and stuff, man. Now it's not like that no more. Everything is more about sex. It ain't about love, it's about sex nowadays, bro. Fuck, it's fucking windy. Oh. Man. Hell, man, it's windy out there, bro. That's why you see those thunderstorm warnings out there, but I want your eye to go to the high wind warnings. New Mexico, parts of Texas, there's also blue and dust advisories there. But 50 million Americans have red flag warnings. Remember, that is fire danger. And so from Kansas City and Iowa back to Texas and Oklahoma too, we're going to have a couple of days of that. I'll tell you about the winter storm watches and the blizzard coming up Wednesday. That's on the top end of this. Those gusts 50 to 75 miles per hour. You pair that with relative humidity as low as 10%, and that's where you're going to get fire problems all the way through tomorrow. Unlike most nights, you're not going to see the winds go down tonight. Oklahoma, you'll actually see them go up, and that's why we find like 3 out of 3 top level extreme fire danger tomorrow. The blizzard on Wednesday will bring gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour, 3 to 6 inches of snow going to make visibility really hard. David.
Ginger, we appreciate it. We'll see you first thing in the morning. Thanks again. Speaking of the winds, now to the Sierra News and Oregon Airport and Delta passengers coming in for a landing from Jacksonville.
That's it, dog.
It's left wing straight on one way as pilots were lifting back only to go around again. Air traffic control telling them the wing hit the ground.
697.
Tonight, a Delta passenger jet attempting to land at Newark's LaGuardia Airport striking its left wing on the runway. 2 pilots on board appeared unaware. Air traffic control pointing out the incident.
You know what I haven't had in a long time?
The Delta regional flight arrived from Jacksonville just after 10 Sunday night. 80 passengers and crew on board. Conditions were suboptimal, but not extreme. Winds gusting to 35 miles per hour with some mist in the air. Plane then circling for another landing attempt. Statement.
I haven't had Snickers in like 2 years.
A go around, landed safely and proceeded to its arrival gate. We apologize to all customers for the experience. Tonight, that aircraft remains grounded at LaGuardia out of service. There's no immediate indication when it may return to the air. A flight operated by the same regional carrier involved in this dangerous incident last month. A fiery crash landing in Toronto's airport.
You too, bro.
Here in New York, there were no reported impacts or injuries at LaGuardia, but the FAA says.
Like, I remember getting on out computers and things being a lot more simple. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you got on the computer for was, you know, email, you know, and reading articles, you know what I'm saying, you know, on Yahoo News, because Yahoo News been around for a while, for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And maybe like writing a letter, because you could use a printer. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, typewriters went out of style the moment computers came around. Once computers came around and you was able to get a printer, typewriters, they went out. I remember typewriters back in the 80s. That's what we had, typewriters to write letters with. And you had to refill the typewriter with ink and shit like that. I remember typewriters. Feel what I'm saying? That shit is old now. That's dinosaur shit, bro. A typewriter is dinosaur shit. Feel what I'm saying? So no, it's not like what it used to be, bro. Like I clearly remember like not having no dating sites on the computer, bro. When I was a child, I remember. The only thing I got on the computer for was playing video games and email. Now, video games have been around for like a long time. Like you got Pac-Man, Space Invaders, very choppy graphics. You know what I'm saying? Like very simple graphics back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have that no more, man. Everything is super complex. You know what I'm saying? I told you, like, dating was a lot more simple. Dating was a lot more simple. And women didn't have all these options that they have today. They wasn't able to get on playing fish or Bumble. You know what I'm saying? To replace a motherfucker at a drop of the dime. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, it was more simple. Back in the day, women had to deal with men that was in their hood, their neighborhood, or they had to deal with men that was in their circle, right, of friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? There was none of that shit, bro. Well, for females could get on there, get on the internet and have plenty of options. So, and the thing is, it's like plenty of options means that like they're not gonna take relationships or anybody seriously. Okay, when a motherfucker got plenty of options, they ain't gonna take it seriously. It's like a fucking goddamn millionaire. Motherfucking millionaire got plenty of options. He ain't gonna take females seriously. He ain't gonna wanna get married. He ain't gonna wanna settle down. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't gonna wanna settle down. This motherfucker done put another note on my car. Whatever, bro. Do what you gotta do. Told my shit. Who gives a fuck? I don't even care no more. Fucking internet, man. Oh, can't go around. Yeah, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. I gotta go around. Because the fucking door done closed because all this goddamn wind, bro. Fucking storm and shit. So it wasn't as complex as it is today, bro. Like, because the men's need for to make money and to get wealth and resources is why men keep on creating technology, because men are hungry for money and power. You know, they want to make a lot of money, so they use their intelligence to make a lot of money. Feel what I'm saying? Nah, back in the day, it's totally simple. You know, you go out there and you meet a girl. You know, women took relationships a lot more seriously back then. Because I remember, you know, as time went by, women started ghosting me, or they wasn't taking me seriously no more. It wasn't doing nothing for me, man. Whatever, bro. You can tow this shit. I don't give a fuck, bro. Just go ahead and tow it. I don't care. Feel what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you keep on doing. I don't give a damn, bro. Feel what I'm saying? I don't care, man. If you give me a time limit, just go ahead and tow the shit, man. I don't give a fuck. Tow that shit. Do what you gotta do, homeboy. You know. Yeah, go ahead and tow it, bro. I don't care. They think I'm caring about my car being towed. Do it. I don't want it no more. I got other things going on. Fuck you. Like I'm saying, like, bro, everything was a lot more simple back in the day, bro. What time is it? Okay, it's 8 something. Everything was a lot more simple. There was none of this ghosting. That, the term ghosting, bro, it came from dating nowadays, because people are not being serious about dating. They're not. Why do you think I've been out here struggling for 8 years? Because the fucking technology, bro. You think like I would be struggling if it wasn't for like these other like dating websites and shit like that? You think I'd be struggling for years? Nah. If it wasn't for Tinder, Bumble, Playing Fish, bruh, I would have a girlfriend right now, and it would be a long-term relationship, because women are not meeting a whole lot of fucking goddamn men. You feel what I'm saying? All at once. On the internet, man, they're meeting, men at alarming rates. You know what I'm saying? You meeting Chads and Tyrones, and Phyllis and Willis, and you feel what I'm saying? They're meeting these dudes at alarming rates. Back in the day, bro, women had to deal with men that was in their social circle or at school or at the library back in the 80s and 90s. Wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that before, bro. Feel what I'm saying? It wasn't like that before. Back in the day, bro, it was all about like romance, love, companionship, and people were a lot more seriously. They were a lot more serious, but because of the need of men to be wealthy and paid and hungry, money hungry and powerful, what I'm saying? The need to be wealthy is pushing the fucking pushing our fucking like species to the brink of extinction. If we keep on doing this shit out here, the fucking human like species will cease to exist. Like, because technology, because of technology, guys. It has nothing to do with just being, who you are and being a nice guy. You feel what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with just the people. It's the fact that because of the internet, people got more options. And then when people got more options, they tend to be picky, choosy, and you feel what I'm saying? And not serious about relationships and marriages. Nowadays, the marriages only last from 5 years, bro. Nowadays, marriages are not lasting, especially if you're a celebrity. Marriages are not lasting. Everything is going to shit. You feel what I'm saying? Everything is going to shit. And guys, let me tell you something. Be real with y'all. The motherfuckers who don't self-improve because of technology, the motherfuckers who don't get their shit together, man, I don't know what to say to you, man. We talking about you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life because of technology. Back in the day, bro, you didn't have to have your shit together. I mean, damn, I was young, so I didn't have my shit together. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, because of technology, if you if we don't improve, if we don't self-advance, then you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life because of technology. Feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you straight up. If we don't, if we don't, like, if we don't, if we don't self-improve yourself, if we don't get the bag, that means that you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life, and nobody's gonna come and save you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody. Because things have gotten a lot more competitive. Women got options on the internet that the average man don't have. You don't have any power. Why do you think you're suffering and going long droughts and shit like that? Look who you competing against, man. Motherfuckers all over the internet. You're competing with motherfuckers from all over the country, bro. I would say all over the world, but ain't nobody traveling here, man, to, you know what I'm saying, get with a female. You know what I'm saying? But you competing with motherfuckers all over your area. These females can reach out to different like counties and shit. You're competing hard, bro. And then the technology is getting more advanced. You got like tech bros and shit like that. It's just like these niggas is ruthless. Motherfuckers is ruthless when it comes to pussy. You guys gotta understand that they're competing on a high level out here. The reason why niggas are struggling because they're competing on a high level. They're competing on a high level, bro. And you gotta figure out what you're gonna do. You better hurry up and try to get into that of men, bro. That's what you gotta do. Feel what I'm saying? You know, you gotta, you know, hurry up and get your shit on, man. Feel what I'm saying? Because there's no other way out this, guys. We got to keep up with other men. Other men are evolving. You got computer geek nerds that's inventing all this shit, bro. You think that there's a bunch of fucking Chads and Tyrones out here inventing like Tinder and Bumble? Nah. Do you think there's a fucking Chads and Tyrones going around, inventing, technology and all that other stuff? Nah, it's just the computer geek nerds, bro, that are being deprived of sex, and they're fucking inventing things to get sex. That's the main motivation for inventing these inventions that you see before your eyes. It's people like me and you who are being deprived of sex. So what they do is they say, fuck it, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna invent something to get pussy. Because I'm not gonna sit here and be sexless for my whole entire life. Some niggas, they not trying to be sexless for the rest of their life. They go out, they get off their ass and they bust their ass. Okay? They bust their ass to make things happen. Invent things, right? So they can get pussy. Some motherfuckers say, fuck it, I'm not gonna compete no more. It's over. But those are motherfuckers gonna end up old and alone. I'm in this live stream, bro. My car gonna get towed, man. It's all good. I'm prepared to leave I'm prepared to like let this car go, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping no more, man. Feel what I'm saying? They can leave, notes on my car all they want to, man. They can tow it, whatever. Go ahead and tow it, bro. I don't give a fuck. I got other plans. I ain't gonna let nobody hold me down, man. You guys have a good night, man. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.